What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy midweek day. Something. Yeah. One day event, guys. One day event. Across the board. We got to get some calories in, though. So I'll eat this protein bar, and we're going to talk with our mouth full, and y'all are just going to deal with it. Y'all are just going to deal with it. Found a Raid Shadow Legends channel today that's like all AI and reused videos. It's absolutely amazing. Oh. Yeah. I'm back on that peach monster type. That once a day energy drink type. You know? Didn't bring enough? Yeah, I did, Tommy. I got cases and cases of these, man. Emerald word of the day. Exclamation point egg. Exclamation point egg. Hero Wars Museum opens its doors to a new exhibition. Feast your eyes upon the starless night. The genuine Mono Elsa. And the legendary Fabergé egg. The egg is the crown jewel of the entire town, holding enough magical power to control the weather or create new eggs anywhere. Man, the grammar in some of these posts just makes my toes curl. Or create new eggs anywhere within a mile radius, even in the air above anyone's head. Hold on, what's happening? The Fabergé egg has started electrocuting everyone around it. With each passing hour, the sparks reach further and further. What if it sets the museum on fire or consumes the entire city? Galahad and Thea, our brave guardians, need to handle the situation. Galahad, the situation. Anybody know what that reference is from? Galahad, the situation. You know. T-shirt time. Gabsy here. And then just the hero who knows a thing or two about eggs and electricity. Who do you think is behind this? Give our guardians suggestions in the comments to help them crack this case. Are we talking about Isaac here? Are we talking about Isaac here? That's so exciting and excellent, says Anthony Smith. This is mobile, guys. This is mobile. This isn't Facebook and web. No, Pat. These puns are excruciating. I don't know what's going on here. There's nothing in the game. I don't know, man. Whoops. The Spring Festival event goes live tonight. Miracle on YouTube says Isaac and Julius, and I really don't know What the Ed thing's got to do with them, maybe it has some connection with tomorrow's event. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely for tomorrow's event. It was not my college nickname, Griff. Why you lie to my friends? Griff, why you lie to my friends? That's weak. Anyway, you know, Tournament Power coming to an end in a couple hours. Heroes Brawl coming to an end in a couple of hours. I've been having a lot of luck with Kayla and Folio. Guys, what would you think if I shaved my head? Buzz cut. Just buzz cut it down. I was talking to somebody yesterday. By the way, Blues in the playoffs. I was talking to somebody at the bar yesterday watching the Blues game, and we were talking about my hair. And I was like, yeah, you know, it always gets in my face. Like I look down to eat, or I'm just like, I'm tying my shoes, or I'm just living my life and my hair is in my face. Like my hair is just in my face all the time. And this guy says, you know what, man? That tells me that you don't keep your head up. You don't keep your head up. It's like you got to keep your chest out, your shoulders back, man. Head up. And you know, in life, got to stand proud, man. Lead with your chin. I don't know. That's some like toxic masculinity kind of stuff. Yeah. So I am I'm real big, Dwayne. By the way, action figure, spot on. Great work there. I'm an enigma to myself, D. Warman, because I am desperate to blend in life. I don't want to stand out. But the problem is I'm so tall. Like I'm 6'3" and a third, 6'3" like legitimately 6'3", not like 6'2" and or not like 6 foot tall and I wear shoes, nothing like that. And I've always been a sporty, athletic kind of guy, so I don't really blend in too well. But at the same time, I don't want to look like every other white guy walking around. I don't want to look like every other white guy at the golf course, every other white guy at the bar, every other white guy at the gym, because we all look the same. Unless you got a little bit of a blend of another ethnicity in there, but I'm enough Cherokee to claim it, but I don't, by the way. I was blessed with the inability to get a sunburn. So I'm just kind of worried about blending in too much, but at the same time not blending in enough. It's so weird, man. 6'5" Viking. Whew. Lately, we've been getting some pictures taken at the at our suite at the Battlehawks game, and I'm just not a real big fan of how I'm looking. I'm not a real big fan of how the hair looks, how it frames my face and everything. I don't know. We're changing things up. Anyway, way off topic. Apologies, way off topic. We got one day stuff happening today. Times 4 Emerald sale on Facebook and web. 1 day only. Okay? 1 day Emerald sale only. Is today a good day to buy emeralds? Well, you got Oath of Darkness. Okay, the Kyros Brawl event. It's got to get VIP task, which if you buy emeralds, that will be sufficient. That will be sufficient to get VIP, buying emeralds. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Portal Anomaly is live. There is not a buy VIP, buy emeralds task for a Portal Anomaly. And we don't currently have, oh man, I'm 3 days behind on that. We don't currently have a Emerald Waterfall sale active right now. So while you should definitely buy emeralds during a ×4 or a ×5 sale, I would probably not buy emeralds right now. You know what I mean? Probably not buy emeralds right now. Continuing on with the 1 day of it all, we got 1 day left of Mirror the Pet Master. I believe Mirror the Pet Master is a 10% discount. I believe Mirror the Pet Master is a 10% discount on spending raw emeralds on the chaos particles necessary to promote the color rank of your pets. Nobody should do that, by the way. Nobody should pay emeralds to promote the color rank of their pets. So I would never do Mirror the Pet Master unless I just had too many emeralds to burn. Okay. But the one thing that is the most important that you all should know, if there is anything, is we are on the last little bit of Clash of Worlds round 1 of the new season. It just started. The season just started. We are coming to the end of the first round of it. We're absolutely clapping Springfield. All right. We're doing some work against Springfield. I thought that we would use a little bit of attacks here and there. Let's get through it here. Let's see what we got. We got a couple of cleanups. Cleaning up the Moon Temple, I think, is going to be a little bit more important than the other. So let's just clean up this Moon Temple real quick. Let's do our Clash of Worlds attacks. Everybody needs to be making sure that you're getting your Clash of Worlds attacks in. You've got less than 9 hours left. Okay. You got less than 9 hours left to get your attacks in. I'm sitting on 5 attacks just because I'm kind of waiting for today. We got a couple of hero attacks that we can take here. It looks like we are almost sweeping. As a matter of fact, we might actually sweep. 34 attacks left. We have 1, 2, 3, 8. We have 8 locations left. And we have 34 attacks left. 1 Titan location left. Somebody needs to get in and do this cleanup real quick to get that done. I guess let's take a look at this. Chief Wiggum. Speaking of Cherokee. Onyx. No counter control here. No counter control here. So we're dealing with Pet Strength with Team Pet Axel. Physical attack, armor, magic defense. Physical attack, armor, magic defense. Let's just take this one at a time. All right. I really know what's going to work against this team, but I'm not 100% on what's going to work against this team. So let's take it one at a time. Let's send this here. We're going to do Kane, Vex, probably Fenris, if I had to guess, Mara, and Merlin. Okay. We're just going to do Flagless because it's not going to matter. I'm pretty certain that this is going to be the team that we're going to use. I'm fairly confident in it. I'm fairly confident. We're just going to use IDH. Okay. We're just going to use IDH. Very, very straightforward team. We're going to do Biscuit with Merlin. And then Corvus Morgan. Corvus is going to be really, really strong and survive pretty well against Kira, Dante, Zhu, etc., etc., etc. I think, though, we are going to use Chorus instead, and we're going to use a stun control champion, Mara. Okay, we're going to do this. Now, this could end up being a problem. Corvus probably going to be fine against physical attack boosted, critical hit boosted, physical attack. You got double physical attack here. It's not too bad. No armor defense at all. No control defense at all. This should be all you need. Okay, this should be all that you need right here. We're testing, by the way. We're testing. Corvus, a little bit of stun lock. The big concern is just taking too much damage from Zhu. Honestly, that's kind of the scary thing. But the dodge, the armor artifact, the stuns, I think we're going to be okay with this. I think this is probably going to be fine. There's one loss. There's another loss to Zhu. So we're timing out against Zhu. I'm not really worried about that. So IDH, Corvus, Dorian, Arachne, Pet, Chorus, War Flag, boom. Let's do Oliver, Mara, Biscuit, Merlin. Yeah. There we go. Flags don't really work, man. Now, the good news is we have so many attacks left. That even if I completely whiff here, which you never hope to whiff when it's coming down to the line, right? We have so many attacks left that this just is a non-issue. Okay, this is just a non-issue. So we used IDH, Arachne, and Corvus. So we used IDH, Arachne, and Corvus. We're going to use probably Biscuit, Fenris, Kane, Vex. It's this could go either way, honestly. Maybe Oliver, I guess. Maybe Oliver. I'm not 100% certain on what pet combinations. I'm not real clear on the Rufus of it all, to be honest with you. Yeah, this team, we shouldn't have any trouble with using just Kark Blender. Okay. We're actually going to not use Sebastian because we're going to save Sebastian for the Engineerium, if that makes sense. We are going to use, I think, how about we use, we're going to switch this to Axel. How about we could use Sebastian because of the stun. How about we use another control hero, maybe? Ninja Turtles could be good because Dante is in the third line. Let's switch this to Merlin, Mara, actually Chorus. Let's try this. I already used Iris. Yeah. Again, I'm a little concerned about Zhu here, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll end up being okay. The stuns and the blinds that the Ninja Turtles and Lara Croft is going to provide should be okay. I saved Morgan for this line. But I ended up not. I don't need it. Oh, somebody's hitting Onyx anyway. All right, so somebody's taking my attack. That's okay. Let's give them a second to see if they finish this up. If they didn't, we'll clean it. Let's see what we got here. Kark against Anvari. Viking, my Kark is exponentially superior to that person's Anvari. Okay. Let's give this a hot second to make sure that they clean this up before we move on. Down to 32 attacks left. Roadrunner, huh? You guys realize that Augustus is garbage without magic penetration, right? You guys realize that Augustus is garbage without magic penetration. What is this team, man? Did Roadrunner test? That's crazy. That's crazy. I've been there before, though. I've been there before. What was the plan to kill? What was the plan to kill Rufus there? Galahad? Jet? Chorus? I guess Chorus, Galahad, and Jet is an okay way. Yeah. Well, you know, using dodge against... I can see it. I can see that they got stunned. I mean, I can see the fight happening. I can see the fight happening. All right, so let's take a little hit here. Energy gain for defense teams is higher. Energy gain is higher. Looks like we had a whiff here versus Devil Dog. So we basically have to use Sebastian, right? We have to use Sebastian on offense here. Almost across the board, we have some pretty significant control heroes. I guess not Keck. There's no real control hero here, I guess. So this is how this is going to work. It's going to be the same. The same team is going to work here. Mara. Ninja Turtles. Chorus. Should probably use Sebastian instead of Nebula here, but we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. Should have tested, I guess. Should have tested. Somebody's clearing that up. Okay. All right. So what do we have left then? I guess we do like some dodgy stuff. We do some like dodgy stuff, I guess. We can do some like dodgy stuff. No magic damage. What healers do we have left? We've got Celeste and Martha. So we'll use Martha. Let's go with Ching Mao and Astaroth. Okay. We're going to use Ching Mao to quickly blow up Cleaver. I'm surprised I didn't. I should have refreshed there. Axel on the back line. Pet is Axel. War Flag. Sure. Magic or armor penetration. Maybe Yasmin for the dodge. Could be fun. And I was thinking about using some fun control stuff, but nah. No sense in over Sebastian, maybe? Yeah, let's go ahead and go with Sebastian just for the bonus crit. Yeah. So, I want to say do as I say, not as I do. We have 30 attacks left. And 4 locations after I finish this one off. Okay. So we're gonna clear with a sweep. It would have been nice to be a little cleaner. You know, we're going to clear with the sweep, though, unless people just don't show up, which is certainly possible. Oh, and I suppose some of those attacks are probably Titan attacks as well. Although we got Blaze has got 1 Titan attack left. 2. So 2 of those attacks are... So we got 26 hero attacks left. 26 hero attacks left and 3 locations left. Okay. Yeah. We're going to clear this just fine. Yeah. Dr. Dragon 13. Yasmin is pretty good on offense in Arena. Like, if you see some teams that don't have the specific counters, she's pretty good. Yeah. Problem is there's kind of a lot of counters to her. Right? Kind of a lot. So let's go ahead and screen grab these 2. And then let's take a look at last week. The usual suspects. Cecilia's a wiener was beat by Ig. Cecilia's a wiener changed their team up. They use Martha this week instead of Dorian. So just like the standard mage team. So we pretty well... Okay, so let's do this. It's important to have 2 victories in Guild War. All right. Let's check out Cecilia's a wiener. Let's check it out. Heidi, Rufus, literally right next to Heidi. Are you kidding me? They used Dorian last week, but this week we're going to use Martha. Now, chances are they did change up the pets. Chances are... Oh, did I need... Let me double check the team pet here. Cecilia's a wiener is using Axel again. So, we got... Oliver, Fenris, Albus, Mara, Martha, probably using Axel. Yeah, if I had to guess using Axel there. All right, so IDH, but Martha instead of Dorian is gonna win here. We're also gonna use Sebastian to counter the stunaliciousness, and we're just gonna use just a basic. We're just gonna use just a basic tank here. Let's go with Oliver, Albus. Biscuits. We can use... Let's just leave Kane. Albus is probably better here, but this is how we're gonna win. You know how we're gonna beat this team. Almost every Ishmael team can be beat with this line. You know, with some exception, of course. The Iris and the Heidi is way more damage than you really need. The only issue that we're going to run into, though, is I forgot to bring a way to kill Rufus. So the question then becomes, maybe I swap to Chorus. What do you guys think? Should I swap to Chorus and use Morgan, because we're definitely going to time out here. So let's swap to Chorus. Let's double up the Rufus counter. This is why we test, guys. This is why we test, because sometimes we forget. Sometimes we go into attacks and we forget about certain things. Yeah. Morgan's a pretty good Ishmael slower downer also. And you can't forget that the armor penetration artifact that she brings definitely boosts Iris's damage output. Iris is kind of a natural counter to Martha because Bitey will knock over her totem pretty well. Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty safe team. The only way I think I could lose is if I get real unlucky. Wow, okay. Well, the win rate is not as good as I thought it was. Interesting. Let's change this to Axel. Yeah. Oh, that didn't do it. So we definitely need Chorus. Yeah. Ishmael stuns and Fafnir stuns are pretty good. So what if instead we just let Morgan tank? Is that ever a thing? Is just letting Morgan tank ever a thing? Arachne's good against Ishmael? Yeah, I could probably do Arachne tank. Morgan's pretty thick. Control of the Amira. Amira could work. Ooh, 3 defeats in a row. Okay. So, we want to try Arachne? We can try Arachne. Use Vex. Did I not switch back to Vex? I'm using... Oh, Vex on... okay, I gotcha. Vex on who? As a team pet? Yeah. Let's try a different strategy. Let's try using Amira. And let's go Morgan. Oliver. Biscuit. Chorus. Albus. Aiden boosted Morgan. Keep everybody alive until Amira blows everybody up. Yeah, I mean, we win. That didn't really feel like a very confident win, though. I hate how sometimes it slows down. Okay. Yeah. I'll try that. I'll try that. I'll try that. Florent in. I'll try that. I'm going to go back, and somebody's already going to have defeated that location. This win felt a lot better. That win felt a lot better. Somebody's going to have hit that location already. All right. Okay. Done. No more training. $27 attacks left, 2 hero locations left, 1 Titan location. Okay, we can get this sweep, guys. We can get this sweep. We cannot get a sweep in the Guild War. We can't. We've got 6 attacks left. We got 7 locations left. I could have guessed. I could have guessed. Okay. Yeah. 2 Hero Wars. There are 106 people entered. 145 watching. A few more seconds. Okay. Alexander Julik. Yeah, I'm doing some of these missions. Raid Shadow Legends, there's challenges that ask you to level up some stuff. I'm leveling up food champions so that I can evolve my primary champions. Health resistance. All these 2-star champions just waiting for me to buy. I love it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. In a lot of ways, Raid Shadow Legends mechanics are just way superior. Defense, critical rates, 2%, resistance, way superior to Hero Wars. You can use any champion's souls to evolve a champion. You don't need like Iris soul stones to evolve Iris. Alexander, are you here? Mm-hmm. 2.2 million is a lot, man. That is a good amount. Why is she locked? I need one more 3-star. Means I didn't finish leveling up these two. Well, how about Tom A? I know Tom's here. Here we go. Facebook. Nice. I need to switch this to live chats. Oishi. Oishi. All right, so that is a level 20, which means we can upgrade you now. Boom, boom. 3-star. Nice. Now we got the Crusader. We can evolve Armiger. Wait a second. Why are you locked, though, man? Why are you locked? Why are you a locky boy? Oishi's here. Why are you locked? Why is Crusader locked? Unlock a champion. Weird. Weird. Oh, it's in my arena defense. That's why you're locked. That makes sense. Web player. Okay. Jonah's boy. I got the sneaking suspicion that Armiger is a completely underrated defense champion. I'm really actually pretty hyped to use him. Let's see. Upgrade rank. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Look. I'm using 3 champions. 3 champions that are not Armiger to evolve them to 4 stars. I don't need Armiger souls. I don't need all that. Rhonda is still in raid, but you can't get her. You can't get her. He eats the other characters. Yeah, Tommy, the way it works is you basically sacrifice the champions to the other champions. Yeah. You call them food champions or chickens. Oishi, message me on Discord. Email me at herowarcentral.com. I think Armiger is completely underrated for a uncommon champion. And since my new player code doesn't really give you a very strong offensive defense champion, I like him a lot. Extremely useful against Spider. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, you can use oh, Jonah's boy. Got to reroll. Sarah. There we go. So when you're upgrading, when you're evolving your champions, upgrade rank. Let's go to Armiger here. You can use these in place of a food champion. Sarah's here. Nice. Okay. What version of the game do you play, Sarah? And then one more. Johannes Sigmarsson. Really? Yeah, Chaos. I was looking at the champions that comes with my free player or my new player code, and I do get a defensive champion at I think level 45 for free. The Grizzled Jarl. And I was like, well, this guy, he's got some pretty good defensive stuff, but I want like a more offensive, like multi-hit champion. And I think Armiger is a good replacement, and he's really easy to get too. Being an uncommon, he's really easy to get. Web and mobile, okay. And Johannes is a web player. Okay. Okay. Dr. Dragon. Yeah. The 4 names that we drew today, Tom A, Oishi, Sarah, and Johannes. You don't actually win anything today. We add your name to a list and we draw names at the end of the month. You do need to contact me on Discord. How to do that is in the description box down below. Or you can shoot me an email, herowarcentral@gmail.com. Also works. Yeah. Yep. We can figure out the rest. We're going to wrap things up here. Hope everybody had a good live stream. I'm going to go and hit the gym. Yeah, I'm going to go hit the gym. Probably leg day. Had a good arm day yesterday. Had a good back day the day before. Good stuff. We'll be back tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Central Time in the evening, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. That's 1:30 a.m. UTC. Yeah. Please consider subscribing. Turn on notifications to never miss a Hero Wars video. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.